exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Sometimes this shit's hard to do, baby. How y'all doing, huh? It's Sunday, baby. It's Sunday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. Boy, howdy shit. We've got a lot to talk about. Susan Greenland was the first one to jump in, followed by Dwayne Twizzle. Ask Donna is here. Vernon Sloan. Doug Slane is here. Doug Slane. Christina Sanchez. Debbie Capran. New to this. And Kelly Roberts. Penny Hartleben is here. Bunny Griffin, thank you very much. John Mittler. Helen Hernandez. Ed Beatty. Everybody's here. Kelly Harris. Jeanette Miller. Jamie B. Everybody's here. Shit. Vicky's here. Hallie Colquitt. Haley Colquitt. I'll get it right sometime or another. Daniel Hackelman. Anyway, let me jump this down here because we got shit. Why do we have shit? Where do you even start? Where do we even start this meeting? You know, it's difficult. It's because we all know what this meeting's about. We all know how we're feeling. We've all seen this video from this murder from 50 fucking different ways. There's enough video here that you could choke a horse with. And it all says one thing. One thing. This was an absolute murder, in my opinion. That Alex Pretti didn't do a damn thing. Had his back to the officer that grabbed him. The officer that was pissed off already. The one running around there shoving everybody. There wasn't no big crowd. There wasn't shit. He just had to take it on himself. He's a big badass. He's going to go shove everybody. Shove this lady onto the ground. That's when Alex stepped in. That's when Alex turned his back to the officer to assist the lady. That officer grabbed him, pepper sprayed him, grabbed him from behind, dragged him out into the street where the pack mentality took hold, baby. He's got him on the ground for some reason. Let 5 other fucking officers jump on top of his ass. One of them beating him in the face with a fucking canister. The video from inside the car clearly shows an officer taking Alex's weapon. His weapon that he had on a licensed carry weapon. But oh my God, they're going to shoot him. But yet they drive right by Carl Rittenhouse with a fucking rifle in his fucking hand. Don't worry about that guy. He's on our side. But Alex wasn't there on their side. He was there on the side of humanity. And he paid a heavy price for it. And the videos are disgusting. There is no fucking excuse at all. For 10, 11 fucking shots? Are you shitting me? From 10 feet away? Were you in danger? Were you fearful of your fucking life? No. And then we hear the bullshit. The bullshit coming from the White House all the way down to fucking Bondino, whatever, what is fucking the Bovino. The little Nazi, the Nazi that came to a fucking press conference today inside a secure building. What, I don't know, 50 fucking 100 press in front of him? What does he do? He shows up with his fucking sidearm on in a vest with extra clips in case he's got to take out the whole crowd? Really? It's an image. It's an image that he wants to present. It's an image this government wants to present to the people. You fuck around, we'll shoot your ass. And they're doubling down on that fucking message right now. Fuck around and find out. These officers that were involved in the shooting, any other fucking time, an officer involved shooting would be placed on leave while they investigate. No, not Bovino. He said, where are these officers? Oh, they're in another part of the state. Don't worry about it. They'll shoot somebody else. I'm pissed. We should all be pissed. Every one of us should be pissed beyond measure. This has got to stop. I fear where this is going. But I see no other path. Oh, Lord. Take a breath, baby. Been doing that a lot lately. I'm sure y'all have too. The maggots are justifying it. I don't know how. I don't know how. Hello, Miss Chit.
Hey, John. Take a breath.
Yeah. We all should take a breath.
That adrenaline will kill you.
Yeah, that's what I keep being told anyway. Yeah, shit. I don't know. It gets down to the heart. It does. It impacts all of us emotionally to see something like this on our streets. And this isn't the first time. Hell, we just went through Renne Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, I just have so many thoughts. So many thoughts. But I was just reading something that brings to mind. People talk about, well, what do we do now? What do we do now? Yeah. Or maybe we should say, what don't we do?
What don't we do?
What shouldn't we do?
Yeah.
And this person brings out the don't be the useful idiot they're praying for. Yeah. A hard look at why calls for violence feel righteous, fail historically, and get innocent people crushed. And, you know, I have seen a little bit of pushback, even on some right-wing news stuff. They're like, well, we just looked at the video. It didn't look like what you said it was. You know, they pushed back against Crazy Eyes and I can't remember the other one, which other person it was. Human maybe? But yeah. So we have to keep pushing the truth. They're pushing lies. We know that.
We're the only ones that's going to push truth.
There's been, you know, a lot of people actually out there looking at it and going, yeah, I'm not going for the lie anymore. You can't lie to me. And some people are stepping up and taking a stand on that. Just that part right there, the we don't believe what you said in this moment. And we all need to do that. We all need to keep saying that. Keep pushing the truth. Make them hear it. Make them hear the truth. Try and override the lies, you know. Be louder than their lies is a good strategy for that. But the other part is there are only two kinds of pushback in the real world. The kind that makes you feel powerful for 30 seconds and the kind that makes them pay for 30 years. And that's the kind we want.
I want the 30 years.
The 30 the 30-second one sometimes, takes your life too, right? At least in this case. But yeah, 30 years. And in category 1, it usually ends with you in cuffs, somebody in a hospital, and the machine you hate getting more money, more authority, and more sympathy. And don't miss the cruelest part. The people screaming for violence online are almost never the ones who pay the price. Other people do. Communities do. Families do. The vulnerable do. So if you're serious, if you actually want to stop what's happening, then stop taking your cues from ignorant amateurs who confuse adrenaline for leadership. And I know we all are full of adrenaline. We all have a lot of, it's been a long, almost 10 years now, or has it been 10 years now? Probably. And we're all worn out. We're all frazzled. And it seems to be escalating quicker and worse. People are being shot for no good reasons, no absolute good reason. And in my heart, at some point, not in the immediate future, but in the future, these people are going to pay for this shit.
Oh, yeah.
And they're going to pay big time because we're not going away.
No.
We are not going to go away.
We're not going away. As a matter of fact, you just increased our numbers. Hey, let me catch up real quick because there's something here I want to say too. I want to thank Chadwick Rogers, who came in with a $2 donation and said, damn, I love you, John. We are just as pissed. I know you are. And I love you all back so much. NYX came in with a $10 donation and said, why did no mainstream media cover it for 24 hours? Be inquisitive.
I don't watch mainstream media, so I can't answer that.
Don't rely on that. It's not reliable news. It's a bunch of bullshit. The CNN is still out there questioning, well, maybe. Fuck you. Ain't no maybe to this shit. Susan Rotella came in with a $20 donation. Susan, it did not pop up. Didn't make a comment, baby, but thank you very much. I want to take a minute, if I can, to read something that one of our Blue Dots posted in our Facebook chat there, and it's a comment from a physician. I don't know if some of y'all may have heard this, and forgive me, I don't have my glasses with me, but here we go. Every physician knows this. We do not save lives alone. We do it in arm with nurses, with ICU nurses, with the ones who catch what we miss, who speak up, who stay late, who hold families together when the medicine runs out. Alex Pretti was that nurse. He chose to serve his country throughout his life, working in the ICU at the VA, serving veterans, serving those who had already given everything, standing at bedsides where courage in quiet in exhaustion is constant, where nurses don't get headlines, they get blood on their shoes and families in their arms. Ask any doctor who worked with him and they will tell you he protected, he taught, he defended women colleagues, he brought coffee for broken interns, he made the ICU more human. That is what great nurses do. They don't just carry out orders, they carry out the unit. And then, I'm sorry. And then one last time, he served as a nurse outside the hospital with a camera in his hand. With his conscience in front of him, he stepped toward someone being harmed, not as a threat, not as a protester looking for chaos, but as a healer responding to suffering. The same reflex that defined his profession. The gun was legally holstered. His hands were occupied filming. His instinct was the same one every ICU nurse knows. See harm, step in, protect. As physicians, we talk about teams. We talk about teams, about trust, about partnership. Alex was the kind of nurse every doctor hopes to have when things go bad. The one who has your back, the one who has the patient's back, the one who never looks away. We didn't just lose a man, we lost a nurse, a protector, a healer. And the hard truth of it all is he spent his life running towards danger for others. In the end, that is what killed him. Rest in power, Alex Pretti. Medicine and humanity will fill your absence. His last words were, "Are you okay?" That's who Alex Pretti was, and I think those are words befitting him. He was not a violent protester. He was about the best of us. And what do we do with this? As a nation, as a society, what do we do? Because we damn sure can't do what the administration is saying to do. Just go on about your business. There's nothing to see here. Bullshit. We've all seen it. That's the deal. We've all seen this in every angle, in slow motion, step by step. This was an assault by an ICE agent on an American citizen, dragged into his pile of buddies and then shot for no other reason than he was there documenting the scene. That's it. That's all. And he stepped in when the out-of-control ICE officer, I swear, you see the man, there's no big crowd there. There's no threat to him. He comes over and starts shoving the shit out of people because he can, because he's got the power.
Oops.
Yeah.
Are you shit?
I'm not mad at you.
Standing.
Are you okay? The last words of Renne Good and Alex Pretti. Every fucking one of us should be pissed. Every fucking one of us should be in the fucking street demanding that ICE get out of our cities, that they take their filthy Nazi shit back to fucking, go pack it up Donald's ass. I'm sorry. You were saying, Miss Chick? I'm sorry, baby.
No, I'm just listening. I think we all need to vent like that, but we have to be careful how far we take our venting and where we take our venting.
Indeed.
Again, taking ourselves to the streets, continuing the protesting, yes, but taking it beyond that in some violent way, no. They're
No,
waiting
we
for
can't do
that.
that.
They want that. They are begging for that.
They're doubling down on it.
Don't give them what they
Ice
want.
isn't going to leave.
They fade away if you don't give them what they want. Don't feed them. And in the meantime, there's people doing smaller things like, and I think it was in Minnesota. There was ICE had some office somewhere in Minnesota, like for the last 3 years, but they hadn't been paying the rent on it, which, big surprise,
Really?
huh? So the person who held the lease said, "I'm sorry, I'm evicting you. You can no longer use this building." It's just little stuff like that. You just shut them down, just however you can, wherever you can. I did read that the National Guard was put in safety vests, like those fluorescent kind of safety vests. And they were handing out donuts and coffee to the protesters.
Good.
At some point, this might have been before the shooting. I don't know, but things like that. Yeah, it might seem stupid because you want to punch somebody in the face, but I don't know. I think it makes a much more powerful statement to not give them the fist in the face that they want so that they can punch back.
Yeah.
They want to punch back real hard.
They want to real bad. Real bad. You can see that in Bovino's in his arrogance. He wants more. Let me catch up real quick. Lovely Lovely Pancia came in with a $10 donation and said, "Any person protecting predators of any kind is guilty of crimes they commit. They allow continued victim access. It is sick. We will get justice for the victims. No one is above the law. No one is above the law, including those ICE agents. It's the reason they've sequestered all the evidence, and I'm sure that includes Alex's phone, which recorded everything. They have that, and they're not releasing it. And Patrick came in with a 5. I knew I was going to get messed up on this. Patrick, I apologize. I don't know how to say that currency. From Switzerland to Texas in memory of U.S. patriots like Alex Pretti. Thank you very much, and I apologize again because my family's from Switzerland. I have people in Switzerland with my last name as we speak right now. I have family in Switzerland. That's where my family came from. So I should know that, but I don't. But I appreciate it very much, Patrick. Thank you. Yeah, that's where my family came from. Boy, howdy shit. You ready?
Yeah. I don't know how ready.
Well, we'll start out with a little bit
There you go.
more calming voice. I don't know. Lady Freedom. How are you, darling?
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you?
On the line with
I-
everything going on.
You know, I think that little pause tells everybody, and if asked that question right now, I think all of us have that pause within us. That we have to take
Yes.
stock of that. Well, what do you think?
I've been looking back to my training. I've been looking back to my training on this. And I didn't just study journalism. I took mass communication in volume. I mean, I took it all, including public relations. And I'm looking at what this administration is doing with this stuff they're doing about their latest victim. Can't say his name without wanting to cry. They're not just trying to tell us to believe what they say and not what we see. They're also trying to do that to the world. They don't want the world to realize how bad things are getting in the United States itself. You know, if they put out, you know, oh, he's terrible. Look what he tried to hurt our people. You know, they're wanting to make the world also turn a blind eye to what they're doing here in the United States.
Well, it ain't working.
And
I think the world is paying attention.
No, and that's why I'm wondering if we're not going to end up with UN observers for our elections because of this.
Well, at this point, I wouldn't object, and I wouldn't blame them. I don't think anybody thinks that we're going to have a nice, peaceful, unobstructed election. I just don't see that. You know he's going to try to do something. You know he's going to try to, you know, put his fucking minions out there on the street to be threatening or whatever it is. He's already trying to purge voter rolls. And look at what we just found out from, what was it, Pam Bondi writing a letter to Minnesota governor saying, well, if you release your voter records, your voting list, then they'll cut out of Minneapolis.
And then, of course, what's been released about what they're going to be doing for us on HUD. Apparently now we have to reprove our citizenship. We're going to be getting letters, apparently, in the next few days, giving us 30 days to hand over, once again,
show me the
copies
papers.
of our... Yep.
Yeah.
Apparently they think there's a bunch of dead people and illegal immigrants who's still on the rolls. One, they do, HUD is to do a yearly inspection where they have to come out to your place. No, and you have to be there, physically be there to show that you are there. Well, they already have to do a whole bunch of stuff anyway. And the stuff you have to hand in to them when you're even applying, which is right now a 10-year waiting period to get a HUD voucher.
Really? Boy, howdy.
Yeah. If HUD doesn't know you're already dead from the way they come and inspect your home and make sure you're actually there and alive, that means someone, higher ups in HUD are dropping the ball. But yet we are the ones who have to prove ourselves legal and alive.
We always do. It's pitiful. It's pitiful where we go.
For us on the lower end, we shouldn't be having to jump through this many.
That's who it's all aimed
just
at.
to be able to keep a roof over our head, keep at least a meal a day, and also to at least be able to go see a doctor.
Yeah, the basic, you would think rights of a human being to be fed, to be clothed, to be housed, to be medically attended to when you need it. Things that our society feels like we should be doing.
And with what ICE has been doing, against the citizens of the United States, is just showing that they don't care about people. They don't care. We're talking about a VA nurse.
Yeah.
We're talking about we're talking about a mother, for goodness sakes, that just dropped off her child and I don't know if it was a school or a daycare. She wasn't out causing trouble. She wasn't out there throwing stuff at the officers. She was just out having a regular day. Also, a 2-year-old getting detained. Exactly how is that a humongous, horrid, bad
there's
hombre?
nothing. Yeah, there's example after example of bullshit that ICE has been doing out there, and it has the least of it is immigrant. Yeah. Boy, howdy shit.
Also, mission Chick's correct about that. We cannot get violent. However, they get violent with us, and we got it, showing that they are. What human wouldn't defend themselves?
Mm-hmm.
The one that wouldn't was Alex Pretti, who had a weapon on
It's
him,
illogical to think.
who was being attacked by an ICE officer.
Yeah.
Right.
He didn't get
He
a
was
chance
doing
to
nothing
defend
wrong.
himself.
Right. But, keep your cool. They pull something defending you and your fellow citizens. That's sort of what us troublemakers down here in Tucson is looking at. We're waiting for ICE to make the mistakes so we can, proportional response.
We can't afford these ICE mistakes. Our society can't afford this.
No,
We can't have citizens
totally
gunned
not.
down in the street just because some ICE officer is pissed off. And that's exactly what happened in this case. In this case, an ICE officer was pissed off. He demonstrated, shoving people around. Was there a crowd? No, there was not a crowd. He just decided, I'm going to go shove these people and show them what the fuck is up.
Right.
And so,
And that's what we're dealing with. ICE agents don't really go through any exams at all before coming in, mental, physical,
yeah,
anything.
their training
They
has been
get
cut
only
back.
like, what was that?
Yeah, their training
They
has
have
been
no training really.
cut back substantially, from 6 months to less than a month and a half. You know, a 6-week course, pushed through quick. If they're even going, you know, and it is. It's questionable. Let me see here. Let me
Well,
pull
from
Just up
Thomas
here.
Zimmerman here, it says the Department of Homeland Security has embarked on what it calls a wartime recruitment strategy via targeted advertisement campaigns. They're trying to, as the Washington Post put it, recruit gun rights supporters and military enthusiasts. They have been bolstering the ranks of ICE and Border Patrol with people who have attended UFC fights, listened to patriotic podcasts, or shown an interest in guns and tactical gear. In other words, the government is actively looking for right-wing manosphere dudes they can count on to be ideologically loyal. The $100 million campaign uses explicitly fascistic iconography to make sure it attracts the right clientele. Defend the homeland is the key slogan. America is at war, under siege. Come help us fight off those foreign invaders and the enemy within. And that's their propaganda.
That is.
And they're
And
bringing
that's
in, like you
exactly
said,
what it
all
is.
these right-wing manosphere dudes.
They want those who would want to be soldiers, but the idea of actually going through what it takes to become part of
I wonder how
the
many
military,
January
they
6s are in
can't
there.
take.
I wonder how many of those kind of people are in there. You know, the ones Donnie pardoned, the ones that actually attacked
plenty.
police officers on January 6th violently. Every one of them got pardoned, baby. Every one of them. Every one of them. There's something wrong with this shit. Hello, Just. How you doing?
Hey, John. Hey, everybody. Doing pretty good, considering.
Glad to hear it.
Having also watched the video from 25 different angles. According to Mr. Mr. Himmler wannabe, that the Second Amendment doesn't apply to this Mr. Pretti. It's just for the Second Amendment is just for those Proud Boys. That are, I think, that are infiltrated in this. And what gets, part of what supports my theory is that there was a reporter who actually, as a farce, applied for a position
I saw
and had no qualifications, went through a 5-minute interview, and she didn't think she was going to, she actually got a letter that she was accepted. I mean, with no experience and
Don't
I
need
think
them.
there's also, I was listening to a podcast, and it's the 10 or 11 shots that were fired are basically, this podcaster said, and I kind of agree, was kind of the same sentiment as the guy who shot Renne Good after she crashed. When he said, that dumb bitch, or
Yeah.
but it's the same exact attitude. It's just like, we can do what we want. We got carte blanche. And look, I mean, it looks like
majority of those
finally, yeah, and finally Schumer's,
Majority
I think,
of those shots,
yeah, yep,
a majority of those shots came, they fired on him while he was laying on the ground.
From 10 feet away.
yep,
There is.
From 10 feet away,
Exactly.
yeah,
considering they're saying that that an officer has to account for every round that he fires. What the fuck was that?
Yep.
Let's see the account of those rounds.
Yep.
Because they were shooting him into what appears to be a dead body anyway.
Yep. Yep. Or at least
It
severely
was pack
incapacitated.
mentality.
And
If
then
one
later,
shoots, they all shoot.
Yep.
Nobody's looking to see what's happening.
And then later putting out that Yep. And later putting out that AI image of that gun on the seat of that car, and that and they were supposed to take their word that that's his pistol.
Oh, I have no doubt it probably was his
raring
pistol.
to go, and he was.
What the fuck was it doing on the seat of that car? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
He didn't go for his
I
gun.
mean, there was a video showing that. Yeah, there was a video showing. Well, there was a video showing that one of the thugs actually had removed it, and he was walking away.
Yeah.
So he, at the point of when he was shot, he no longer had that weapon.
No, he was totally disarmed at that point. Totally.
Yep.
He was an unarmed man. But let's face it, considering the fact that Alex never moved his hand anywhere towards that gun. How do you come up with he was an assault? He was, the bullshit that Bovino stood up there on stage and spit out of his stupid fucking Nazi ass mouth, denigrating Alex in every fucking way he can, painting him as some crazed lunatic who was interfering. He was not interfering. The only interference came from an ICE officer. That's where it all started, with an ICE officer being pissed off. And that's what cost Alex Pretti his life.
And now with all this, with that memo where they said they're allowed to go in to people's houses without a warrant.
Without a warrant.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Where's that going?
I'm really worried about that because because of this recent unanimous Supreme Court decision that says if authorities it didn't say police officers, it said authorities can enter a residence without a warrant if they suspect someone is going to do themselves harm. And so that's all they have to say. Oh, we thought someone was going to do something, and they're, someone was going to shoot themselves. And so we entered. We don't need no warrant.
They're acting like they don't need a warrant for anything. They're acting exactly like the Gestapo, like fucking Hitler's fucking SS or some bullshit. That's what they're acting like. They're not acting like law enforcement. They're showing up on scene heavily fucking armed with masks over their face, pulling up on people unsuspecting, just jumping out of their cars and just assaulting people. What part of that sounds American?
And they got to act like, and they got to act, nothing says that you're a really tough guy, like, kidnapping of, a 5-year-old and, abducting them to Texas. And then, finally, I guess, was brought back, but still, and the school system said there was nothing they could do to stop them from abducting.
This whole bullshit fucking assault on immigration is just bullshit anyway. It's a racist fucking attempt by our president to divide this country, to I don't know, fucking make it into a white Christian nation. I don't know what his fucking plans are. But that's what it seems like. Like just racist fucking bullshit. I can't fucking think. God damn it. Shit.
And it's kind of funny that, suddenly California's too far to go to the Super Bowl. Because he knows he would get whatever.
Booed horribly.
Yeah. 80,000 people.
I hope wherever the fuck he goes, wherever he goes, I hope he gets an earful. Hope people stand up and cuss him out, call him a pedophile protector, flip him the bird, just harass the fuck out of him. Don't give him a fucking peaceful moment in this country, nor any of the other fucking excuses Christy Nome or what's the other one? Pam Bondi. Any of them. Any of them. You tell me any of them are qualified for their fucking job. They're there to serve the glorious leader. That's it. The Grand Poobah.
Yep.
Whatever he says goes. He wants people investigated. They investigate the fuck out of him. They can't do that here. They tried to do it with Renne Good.
Yep.
They tried to do character assassination on Renne Good. Didn't work. And I guarantee you they're going to try to do it with Alex. This guy's he's a poster child for an American citizen. Are you shitting me? Alex Pretti was who we should all aspire to be. That kind of citizen. I speak too much. Jorge.
Well, John, you talk about Trump, what his plan is, right? First off, the son of a bitch ain't bright enough to have a plan. His plan is to get as much money out of this deal as he can.
That's the plan.
And grift any way he can. And his other part of the plan is let Stephen Miller just stir up as much shit as he can to cover up while I'm out there getting all the money. And I think that's as far as his plan goes. All the rest of this is the Heritage Society and the Federalists and all those bastards. And they've been dreaming this stuff up for years and years and years.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This ain't Trump's plan.
No. That's what I say. The difference between Trump's first administration and this one is this time there were people with evil intent came in with him. It wasn't a fluke.
This time it's all their wet dreams come true is what it is.
That's it.
Yep.
That's it.
They cut a deal. And the deal was you can score as much money out of this thing as you possibly can, but we get to run our program. And we'll run cover for you with our little program that we want.
Seems like it, huh?
And you can score all the money you want.
That seems like what he's doing.
Kind of looks that
Because
way,
he's a
don't it?
thief. That's what he is. That's what he is. Hey, let me catch up real quick here. Robbie Sauls came in with a $5 donation and said, just making a contribution. Hope you're staying warm, sir. I have a heater right down here at my feet, and hell no, that's how come I know it's cold all over the place, because it was 34 degrees here. That's a high today in South Texas where I live, baby. So if I'm cold, everybody's cold. And Pipersol came in with a $50 donation and said, happy birthday, John. You're a true patriot and a warrior. Thank you. Semper Fortis, Pipersol. Semper, always faithful, baby, always faithful. And Daniel Hackelman came in with $2 and said, 7 Democrat House members voted to fund ICE. If we can't get our own shit together, that's, hell no, they shouldn't fund
That's why
ICE.
the Senate's got to stay firm. Yep.
The Senate, I don't know what it's going to take for the Republicans in the House and in the Senate, both, to stand up and say enough is enough. How much more can you destroy a nation? In the 1 year since he's been in office, look at what happened. Our economy's down in the fucking toilet. Fucking rich people are making money out the wazoo. People's insurances have gone through the damn roof. We have killings of American citizens on American streets. Hell of a deal, ain't it? That's only the first year in, baby.
Yeah.
We got 3 more of this shit, supposedly.
9?
If the Republicans had any courage at all, now would be the time to impeach his ass, convict him, and get him out of our fucking house. But they're not going to do that. I don't know what he has over him, why they're so afraid of him. But that's what needs to happen. Or we got 3 more years of this shit, comrades. Mm-mm-mm.
Enjoy your
Anyway,
hot
you were saying, Jorge?
I'm just figuring that, Trumpy just ain't that bright. I mean, he proves it all the time that he can't even do percentages, or at least that's the game he's playing. That may be in the script too. So
That might be.
there's no telling. I don't. You got to remember, this is a game show, okay? It's like The Apprentice. It's all
Yep.
scripted. They all know the character they play, and they're all playing their little part. And it's like Fox News even. Hannity is not stupid. He knows the shit he's saying is lies.
Oh, yeah.
He knows he's lying. He gets paid really well to do it. And he doesn't care about what the consequences are,
Evidently not.
about how many people he's lying to and what effect that may have on our society. It don't matter to him because he's getting a big old fat paycheck.
Yep.
And I believe in karma, and if you don't pay for it in this life, you may end up having to pay for it in the next one. So, I just don't think anybody escapes free of their karma,
Well,
You
they
do
say
bad
what goes
shit
around
in
comes
this
around, and
life.
it's time that it comes around.
Yeah.
That's what we're all waiting for. Some kind of action. And the only place it
this
can
is
come
what
from.
we've been screaming about for 10 years, and now here it is. And
Oh man.
you know,
You know,
and even now, I'm still surprised. And I've been screaming about it for 10 years, and it's like,
Mhm.
I think Gregory Brown, who just came in with a $20
Well, the
donation,
problem-
might have hit the nail on the head. He said that he's got the Epstein files on them. If he goes down, so do they. I do not doubt that that's part of it. Where
Yeah.
are the Epstein files? If I signed a law, let's release all that. No, it ain't happening. It ain't happening because of the people involved, the names involved. And Gregory might be right. He's got the Epstein files on him, baby. Y'all keep me in power. All this shit stays hidden. They throw me out. Hey, this stuff could hit the news, and he would make sure it does. He
They
would
just
turn
found
on them on a
another
heartbeat.
4 million files. Were they sitting on Penn Bondi's desk? All
Yep.
4 million of them?
All
I
of them,
guess,
baby. She
maybe.
had them right there, all ready to
They
go.
were all
She
right
was ready
there,
to
handy.
pounce. Yeah.
Yeah.
We haven't seen shit of them. Nothing.
She
Gregory
was the
might be
Attorney
right.
General in
That
Florida
might be
when
that
all
might be
this
what he has
original
on a lot
stuff
of them.
went down. When Alex Acosta was down there doing the deal with Epstein, she was the Attorney General. This probably didn't go unnoticed in her office. So, but that's okay because she found in favor of Trump on the Trump University thing, and let him off the hook, and he gave her what $20,000 donation to her campaign, and it all went away.
All went away. Go figure.
Yep. Hey, I still got snow in the yard, John.
Do you? I seen
I
that on the
do.
news, buddy. I did. I saw the snow
I
up
still
there.
got a white backyard.
Oh,
man.
buddy,
It's
we were
crazy.
at freezing this morning. We were well below freezing. We were at about 30 degrees. Tonight's supposed to be even colder.
We're at
so, but-
21 right now, but
Oh shit.
it's early.
Yeah. Yeah. It's yeah, but if it
I
like
had to
said,
go
if I'm-
shopping today, John. It was 9 degrees.
9 degrees. 9.
Wait.
I ain't going nowhere.
9
I'll-
degrees.
I'll
9.
be, there's something in there to eat.
The high
You
was
gotta go.
Were you guys
16 today.
Oh shit! No.
You guys who live in cold areas that everybody knows is going to be cold during the winter, stop sharing your temperatures with us down here. We like the heat. Stop it. We're freezing down here. Take it back.
Yeah. So close the door. Don't let that shit come down here. We're not used to it. Yeah. No. It has the weather
No,
and it is. It's what they're saying is the other big story of the day, and it is the weather across the eastern seaboard up there in the Midwest. I mean the Mideast. It's brutal, and yeah, they've already had people die of frost of exposure. So this is nothing to mess with.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
Ice is
funny how
deadly.
it works that
Mm,
and funny how it
Real
works that
ice.
they only approve funding for red states.
Mhm.
oh, if he can play with budget, you bet your ass he will. With the money what states get money and what states don't. All of that is played into this shit. It's an assault. This his whole administration is nothing but assault on blue states against red states, dividing this nation. That's exactly what his whole game plan was from the beginning. His first presidency is to divide, to create hate and discontent, and he's brought it to a point now where it's costing people their lives. You tell me that this ICE invasion is based on anything but hate. Because the people they're getting, they keep holding up pictures of violent criminals. Nobody's saying, "Oh, don't get that guy off the street." But you're not holding up the hundreds of thousands of other photographs of people who have done nothing.
They
Yeah.
want to deport a
Yes.
million people a year. A million.
Yep.
Now,
There's a quota.
how many violent, dangerous immigrants are there? How many
Evidently,
millions are
hundreds of
there?
millions. Anybody who is not American born, and some of them are
And
under question too.
yeah, even some of those are sketchy,
Yeah,
ain't they,
yeah, a
John?
little sketchy there. Yeah, just because you're born here doesn't make you an American. What? What?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Yes.
A little,
Uh,
a little common sense seems like if they had arrested an actual or taken into custody an actual 30,000 criminals in
yeah.
Minneapolis,
Oh,
nobody would be out on the streets ever
no,
if there were that many
no.
criminals on the.
But
What do you
that's not
mean?
what
Everybody'd
they're
be
doing.
having a pep
No,
rally for it,
That's not
but
what they're
that
doing.
ain't what's happening.
right. Yeah.
yes. And ICE, if you're listening, we still want our 8 Navajo natives back to southern
Yes.
Arizona.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, they said
Can't
We
get any
still
their
more
don't know where they
American
Oh,
than
are.
yeah.
that, can you?
yeah, they said their tribal cards was
That
they said
that's
they were
beyond the four
forgeries.
Lakota.
Plus
Or are
the
you talking
Agala,
about another area?
there's still the 7 or 8
What do
Lakota
we
up in
expect from a
Minneapolis that
racist,
are
bigoted
being
administration
detained.
other than what we're getting? What's being shown to the
The
world?
The Navajo reservation here saddles both the U.S. and Mexico. Yes, Navajo natives go back and forth because of that. And getting them just because they might have their address a little over the border does not mean they're not citizens. We
Doesn't
want them
matter.
back.
They're human. They're people. They're not cattle. I don't know when we became
Kind
this
of
this
beginning to
And
think they're
also,
looking at all of us as cattle, John.
right for the slaughter, huh?
Yeah, maybe use it or lose it.
Mm-mm.
Herd them around, and whatever.
Hey, let me thank
like down here,
Olenda.
who ain't happy, we ain't happy.
Let me thank Olend. I hope I'm saying that right. One of those versions came in with a $10 donation and said, my mom was an RN. The backbone of a unit, Alex Pretti, honored our vets every day. My dad was a 26-year Army vet. Minnesotans and all of us are overdone on all of this. Happy birthday, John, and play the song.
I just need you to shut the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow,
Yeah, Bovino needs to shut the fuck up. That guy needs to shut the fuck up and go away. Take his little Nazi uniform and go to hell.
Yeah.
And NYX just came in with another $1 donation. So NYX, thank you very much. Yeah, Grave Bovino can take his little Nazi fucking act and take it somewhere else. Get the fuck out of here.
Uniform, John?
What the fuck? At a news conference
That
today,
uniform.
inside a secure fucking building, you know it was, and with
he's
all the
got a
press
gun.
right in front of him, he shows up fully decked out with extra clips with his vest on, in case, he's got to pull out another 10 clips or something. He wants that vision, that
Thank
image
you,
of a
Rambo.
badass. He wants a do my way or we'll fucking kill you attitude. That's his game. What the fuck? That's what we need? Somebody like that? With a chip on his shoulder, ready to go? Hey, you see him out there on the streets. He's the first one to start pulling fucking gas canisters and just throw them at protesters just for the camera.
And then he throws them upwind of where they're
Gas,
standing.
gas.
Yeah, he
Oh,
does.
that's
Yeah, he
him.
throws them when they come
Dumbass.
right back on him. Fucking, he's
Yeah.
an idiot. He's there for the camera. That's his
Well,
job,
they all
to act
are.
like a badass.
Christy in her cowboy outfits, and
Yeah,
they're all.
It's all about
and-
image with
and-
this administration, buddy. Everybody from the president on down. You know,
Cash Patel has to have
Tell-
has the
yeah.
FBI jacket so that he can get off the airplane, or he throws a little shit fit.
yeah, take that fucking jacket off and everything, man. Put him out on the fucking street, and ICE
they
would
have to
try to
find
arrest
some-
his ass.
Find some woman FBI agent to get her jacket to cover his little, little shit.
Well,
Anyway, good.
That's
It's
what
a
I mean.
dress-up
You
show.
take a look at anybody in his administration. The only one I'll give any smidgen of fucking credit is Marco Rubio, and he's losing his shit.
He looks
But
miserable.
He
every
fucking
time
looking
you
like
see
a
him.
goddamn idiot. The rest of them are just there because, I don't know, they're good friends with Donnie. They suck up to
Making
Donnie.
Making money. The grip.
Making money, baby. You tell me Pam Bondi or Christy Nome are qualified for those fucking jobs. Tell me that. They're there to do the king's bidding, to go after whoever crosses the king. We're in a bad
who's
position,
the guy,
people.
Who's the guy
We're in a
Christy
bad
Nome
position.
having an affair with the old Trump guy? Oh, God. What's his name? He was part of Trump's first
Can't keep
administration.
up.
And
As the stomach turns.
anyway. And so they're having a illicit affair. It's the worst kept secret in town. And so they
Corey
got two,
Lewandowski.
Lewandowski.
Oh,
And so they had to
Lewandowski.
get two. They had to get two new jets, one for her and one for Corey.
Really?
Well, where do you think the other one went? They bought two.
It probably went to Cash Patel's girlfriend.
No, this was Homeland
I know, I'm just
Security,
joking.
not FBI. FBI got plenty of planes too.
I know. I was just joking. Yeah, I was just
Well-
joking.
Oh, wait a minute. I see one of our newer members down there. Ultrafly, how you doing?
Cool.
Well, let's bring him up here and ask. In the meantime, let me thank Madam Relisa Defiles. Madam Relisa Defiles came in with a $5 donation and said, "Bovino, the half-prite hit Himmler," and that's about
I
what he
love
is.
it.
It is the half
Demetrius
pint
Ohio.
Himmler. That's pretty good. That needs to stick.
Yeah,
The
I
half
love that
pint
girl.
Himmler.
Yep.
I do too. That's pretty good. Anyway, Ultrafly, how are you doing?
I'm good personally, but other than that, I'm pissed.
Ah,
This is
join the
bullshit
crowd.
what we're seeing right now. You know,
It is
Yep.
indeed for all
had
of us.
yeah. You brought up a good thing at the beginning of the show is, what do we do? Uh, Miss Chick Chick, always a great source of good information on that, and always a good message. Like, please remain peaceful. Don't bite into it. Um, the thing I'd like to bring up is I think there's a good percentage of us that are on the left that are independent or whatever. They think the percentage of a chance that shit might hit the fan and it goes to a full blown, interaction. I don't want to get this in trouble, but what I would preach is like get prepared. Uh, First of all, get your 2A utility or tool. And then very next thing is get trained with it, understand it, know how to take care of it. And if you can get anybody else that hasn't been trained or doesn't know about using a 2A utility, and get trained and learn how to use at least one. Other ways you can prepare would be not only learning CPR, but training it to anybody else if you know, or first aid, or how to administer first aid. That's always a good skill to learn. Also, prep for food would be a good thing to start prepping up on. Can always use more of that. And also, if you can by any means help send some food to the protests, help keep them warm, help keep them fed, keep their energy up. And if you can, also protest. But be prepared.
Well, that first one, that last one should be the first one that we protest. Now, I am
Yes.
highly, very, very highly concerned, and with good damn reason, that this goes sideways and we start talking about Second Amendment solutions. We cannot let that happen. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that you should not be own a weapon. I own weapons. I have all my life. Uh, we
I think we
can't
need
let
to hit
that
him
happen, baby.
economically. I
We
think
let that happen, it falls right into his game. We start taking up arms in this country, and we're going to have a full blown fucking insurrection, whatever you want to call it. It will cause devastation in
Right.
this
No,
country,
I want to be
coast
clear.
to coast.
I'm not by any means advocating for violence or putting a call out for violence, but a call for preparedness would be more accurate. And
Exactly.
a call for preparedness and accountability.
I understand, and I do, and I
I
agree.
think we
I agree. I agree. We should all be prepared. We should all be prepared for the worst and hope for the best. That's what we've always done. That's what we've always done. But we can't.
And the
We
reason,
can't.
like, I bring it up because I've had. Go ahead, John.
Uh, you go ahead.
Uh,
I'm concerned.
the
I'm
reason
very
I was bringing
concerned.
that up is right. I'm across a lot of channels, a lot of different sources of information. I have a lot of conversation with a lot of vets, and many debates with MAGA themselves. Um, it's a growing concern of not only importance, but I believe of us on the left, of us that are independent or apolitical, that don't want no part in it, you know, but I would argue also capitulating at that point. But like the point is the growing concern of it and just people not knowing what to do. First of all, protest, like John and Miss Chick say. Get out there and get informed, you know, but also not only like joining the Blue Dot family here, but look for those communities that know what to do or are also looking to help the protests, help feed them, help inform people, but also inform them, you know, of their rights, what they have to do, what's okay not to do. But also
I think
to
there's a
look
lot of
out
people
for
worried.
Exactly.
You know, a
But those
weapon,
are
the Second
things you can
Amendment
do now.
is there to protect you from harm. It
Exactly.
is, you know, it's the choice of last resort. It should be. It should be.
Hmm.
Yes.
Like I say, I can't
Absolutely.
sit here and tell you that that owning a weapon is bad. You shouldn't do that because it's every American's right, and it was Alex Pretti's right to own that weapon. But when you put that weapon in your hand,
And you'd think a
it's a,
lot more of these MAGAs be upset about that.
you would think so.
You would think.
Well, now
But
the NRA,
they're
to
apparently
give credit
against
where credit's
Rittenhouse.
due, NRA came out with some kind of statement about don't attack a you know person for having a weapon on them as part of
They
his
did,
Second Amendment.
John.
Huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
They were responding. They were responding to the first assistant U.S. attorney for the Central District of California, who had said, if you approach law enforcement with a gun, there is a high likelihood they will be legally justified in shooting you.
Oh,
Don't
like
do
Carl
it.
Rittenhouse did
And the NRA
when they drove by a
and
white daddy.
NRA said responsible public voices should be awaiting a full investigation, not making generalizations and demonizing law-abiding citizens. That's what they had to say about that. So they're making a stand, even if it's not super vocal. It's still there. They're still, not real
Another
pleased
thing
either.
that I found really weird when it comes to this latest shooting is if you look at Bovino's press release compared to Christy Nome's, and you can sync them up word for word, they are the exact same speech.
They had a narrative.
Oh,
They were selling a narrative the second it
talking
happened.
points.
Exactly.
Word for word.
Yeah.
I heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it
Word
comes from
for
their,
word.
Domestic
their
terrorism.
propaganda department.
Domestic terrorism. That's what they were saying. They fed that line out immediately.
Oh, the hot topic. Mm-hmm.
It was disgusting.
Yeah.
It
Because
was
they know that
disgusting.
their base sees that label, and that's okay. Yep, they're justified.
Yep. Red meat for the base.
Yep.
But their
Yeah,
base
Richard.
I think
is
people need to hit.
they love their guns. And hearing this guy
Well,
about everything, all the bells and whistles, that should be getting them even
mean,
more
they love-
angry.
They love their guns. They hate the guns
Right.
we own.
Yeah, yeah. You're right. You're right. If
So I always
if
say
it's a
that-
Republican, if it's some maggot, and they have a whole crowd of people holding guns, well, that's all right. That's all right. You let the left do that. As a matter of fact, who was it? Somebody's threatening to come out with guns to carry weapons in protest.
The Black Panthers.
Black Panthers, the Black Panthers. Now, what do you think's going to happen
They're
if they see a
thugs.
bunch of black men on the street with weapons in their hands? It's a whole lot
they're
different. huh?
thugs. Those thugs.
Yes, those thugs. Those thugs.
And-
You put a whole group of white guys up
Well,
there,
that's
they're
'cause I always
patriots
say
right there.
Yeah. Yep.
Patriots if they're white.
Yeah. That seemed to.
You know, John,
Yep.
I wonder, we got all those militia groups up there in East Texas that, I mean, northeast
do.
Texas crawling alive with militia groups.
Yes, we
I wonder how many of those guys are
And in Michigan.
now in the ICE and Border Patrol.
Oh, buddy, you know they made a stampede to sign up.
You know they're recruiting.
You know
up there.
they
They're
did.
bound to be.
You know they did. I would even suggest the majority of those signing up for ICE agent duty are racist motherfuckers. That's what they are.
Mm-hmm.
It's what else can you?
Proud Boys.
Yeah, Proud Boys, and who the other one? What's the other asshole group?
Oath Keepers.
Oath Keepers, all that kind of shit that they make up.
All the incels.
Well, I think it.
They're not as good as
I think there's a
Antifa. We
third
hide our
group,
shit.
and
You can't know who our leader is. Shit.
You
Hey,
can't
let me-
find us.
I think
No shit. Let me
I
thank
think
Shifty
the-
Lincoln, who came in with $5 and said, "Good evening, John. I have a statement before the end of the show, if you don't mind." Well, Shifty,
I'll make room for you, Lincoln.
let's
I'll make
Are you
room for
leaving us?
Lincoln. Well, yeah, but I think there's one other group. I'll let Lincoln come up, but there's one other group that I think it's people, and it was kind of alluded to, that want to play soldier, but they're not tough enough. They're not committed enough, and
The
brave enough to
militia
really
guys,
go to
yeah.
war. And so, but they want to play.
Romping
They want
around
to. Yeah,
in the woods and have their little
Yep.
outings, and they,
yeah.
and they
Yep.
call it maneuvers, and they buy them some 4-wheel drive trucks and
Yep.
go through the mud, and
Yep.
yeah,
Put some
them guys
camouflage
up
To
on.
in
clarify, they weren't
Get
mentally fit enough. Let's put it that way.
Yep.
Northeast Texas is crawling alive with them.
I know where they can get all that shit for
So
free.
is Michigan.
They'll give you a gun, put you in a fucking armored
Yeah.
vehicle,
That's
camouflage,
Michigan.
the whole 9 yards. They'll let you shoot at people.
Yeah,
Of course, then people are shooting back, but hey, you're a badass. Don't worry about that shit.
yeah.
Yeah. Hello, hello, Lincoln.
Hey, John.
How are you doing, brother?
Can you?
Oh, I know it's built
I'm
up
good.
inside
Can
of
you
you.
hear me okay?
Yeah, can hear you fine, brother.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to take like 3 minutes here, if I could, and just make this statement for Alex Pretti.
Go ahead.
So, on December 10th, 2024, Alex Pretti went even above and beyond his already extraordinary service as an ICU nurse to veterans in a video now circulating the internet where he delivered a eulogy to a deceased veteran draped on his hospital bed with a military seal of honor as his family stood around sobbing. These were his words. Today we remember that freedom is not free. We have to work at it, nurture it, protect it, and even sacrifice for it. May we never forget and always remember our brothers and sisters who served so that we may enjoy the gift of freedom. So in this moment, we remember and give thanks for their dedication and selfless service to our nation in the cause of our freedom. In this solemn hour, we read them our honor and our gratitude. Little did Alex know, just over 12 months later, his words would come true for him personally. A 37-year-old man, an outdoorsman, a dog lover, a legal gun owner with no criminal record, loved by his family, friends, and neighbors. While Alex did not personally serve in the military, he dedicated his life to the next best thing, providing intensive care to those who took the biggest risk for the freedom we have. On his final day, he went to Minneapolis to document the atrocities of ICE, as is his constitutional right. With a cell phone in one hand and his other hand empty and held high to emphasize to federal agents that he isn't a threat, he was blasted in the face with mace. As a woman was pushed to the ground, with his eyes still stinging, he turned his back to federal agents and made it his priority to help someone from his community back to their feet. As he was trying to do this, federal agents pulled him away from her and circled around him like bloodthirsty sharks. One agent is seen beating him in the head with a tear gas canister as the other 6 are piling on top of him throwing punches. As he is wrestled to the ground, his shirt lifts up and his lawfully concealed firearm was made visible by their actions. An agent is seen grabbing his weapon and running off with it as another agent draws his firearm and shoots him point blank in the back. As he lays there lifeless, That wasn't good enough for the hate in the heart of the ICE agent. He gave Alex 9 more rounds. This is the man the federal government is calling an assassin and a domestic terrorist. Kyle Rittenhouse used his weapon and was set free. Alex Pretti simply carried his weapon hidden, and his punishment was murder. No judge, no jury, no trial. This is the erosion of civil liberties under a fascist regime.
Well said. And every word of it true. You know, our society right now is faced with so much. This is all on us. How we respond, how our nation responds, how our society reacts. This is all on us. The direction we go from here is determined by us. This is rough. This is rough. This is hard on all of us, hard on our nation, and it's heavy on our heart. But we must proceed with caution, with determination, with a voice.
The only thing I can say to the nation is pay attention to Minnesota. Do like Minnesota. Get out in the streets in large numbers, be loud, be angry, and I would even go further with this, since this is a strategy that we're using here now. Look to groups that can organize general strikes. Because here's the thing. If we can actually get a strategy nationwide for general strike, and we piss off Wall Street will be the one contacting Congress to 25th Amendment this man.
And sometimes that's the only thing they pay attention to, a lot of them, is the stock market.
If this is all about money and money in people's pockets, hit them where it hurts.
Yep. That's why I think that all the countries coming for the World Cup, they should just go and play in Canada and Mexico. Screw the U.S. and tell the NFL, you know what, all your European and Asian broadcasting that you want to expand, bye. We're not going to support your broadcasting, a multi-billion-dollar industry here in Europe. Your next London game, or in Germany, nope, no more. Because even in 3M and other the Vikings and other businesses in Minnesota finally started to stand up and say they've been trying to call for de-escalation from ICE. So you have to hit them in the pocketbook. So like UAW, the SEIU, other labor organizations, because they know how to do it.
Right.
Boy, howdy. I'm going to remind everybody, one of our blue dots. Well, first let me get out. Yelly Man here came in with a 50 Norwegian krone donation and said, the NRA just came out and condemned the murder of Alex Pretti. Several Republican lawmakers are demanding investigations. This might be the tipping point. I hope. We could all hope, but isn't that pitiful that we have to wait on another a citizen's death to have some of these Republicans get off their ass and make a move? I hope so. I hope they're standing up and saying something. Yeah. The rest of us all have to too.
Oh, and John, it is you were asking earlier about the Swiss currency. It is the Swiss franc.
Oh, it's the Swiss franc. I should have known that. I should have known that. I told the guy my family is from Switzerland. That's everybody traces their ancestry, and that's what a member of my family did, and all the way back. And we still have family in Switzerland and in Chile, and so it's good to know your history if you can. But the thing that makes us special in the world is that we come from all over, that we come from, to be an American. It doesn't mean you have to be born here. Most countries, you have to be born there to be a citizen, not here. You can come here and become a citizen, and so many fight so hard to do exactly that. We can't turn loose of what we come from. And we have to use our voice. But we need to do it in a peaceful manner. But it needs to be loud. It needs to be all-encompassing. It needs to be everywhere. Dolores Grant, one of our Blue Dots, wrote this song, and I love it. I love it. And I'm going to play it now, bring the temperature down a little bit, and so you.
Walk with peace, walk with love. We were granted from above. In our hearts we know no fears. We have shedded all the tears. Give us strength, make us whole again. Release every stronghold in our way, so our voices can be heard today. We walk with peace, we walk with love, so our story can be told. Oh, how we need peace. We are in the path of the storm. Give us strength, make us whole again. We walk with peace, we walk with love. Hands up high, eyes are closed. Every hurt, we let it go. Every wound, every scar, turning into shining stars. Oh, we're still standing. Oh, through the rain, every heartbeat understanding. Love is stronger than the pain. We walk with peace, we walk with love. We walk with We walk with peace, we walk with love.
You know, there's been more accomplished in human history with love than hate has ever scratched the surface of. I don't know the answers. I just know that, as Dolores says, we have to walk in peace. We have to walk in peace, but we need to all walk in unison. We all have to be there. Every one of us needs to stand up. Use our voice, use your vote. This nation's future has always been determined by its people. And right now we're fighting hard to keep that right by a man who's hell-bent on taking it away. It's been a rough day. It's been a rough week. And it ain't going to get easier. There's people on the street in Minneapolis right now we have to be as strong as they are. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for coming in, joining your conversation. Oh, wait a minute. This guy always has something to say. He wants to say something, so I'm going to let him say it. Get up here, Uncle Fatty. He gave you the last word, brother. How you doing? Take that mute thing off there and you'll be fine. There you go. Uncle Fatty. How are you, brother?
How about that? Is that better?
That's better.
I'm doing well.
You're doing well.
No, you're right, buddy. Gotta be done peacefully. It does.
It does.
Christopher Goldsmith with the Valor Media Group and with the Task Force Butler. Christopher Goldsmith had a great take on this, and it's all about the budget. Whether we keep the government open right now in the next few days is basically going to be up to us. Democratic side, they've got to have a few votes to do it. We can close down the government straight up, 100%. Because if we defund ICE and we keep the government open, they're just going to transfer the money around. And as much as I like to think that this is a tip of a turning point, I think we all know it's not.
Right back at you, Lisa.
And the only thing we have right now is the government. Wall Street. Hell, man, half these guys are in the cabinet that are all Wall Street guys. And they'll fund this shit out of their own pocket. And unless ICE is pulled out and until start people being held accountable, his take is that we shouldn't even entertain keeping the government open because they're just going to continue. They'll pull money from somewhere else. And I really agree. Now, here's the problem. Okay, here's the problem. There's 1.5 million government employees, and there's 68-something million people on food stamps. And then we got all the other subsidies, and then we got tax return season coming out.
Yep.
So this is going to hurt. This is going to hurt people if this happens. It's going to hurt financially, right? The food supply chain is already fucked. So I tend to agree that we need to, stock up and be prepared. Absolutely. This Eagle Scout will tell anybody always be prepared. But we got to keep it peaceful, and it will stay peaceful as long as we don't, get caught up in the defensive mode. And it's going to suck, man. It's going to suck. But I think Chris is right. I think Chris Goldsmith, Valor Media Network, the Task Force Butler, I think he had a great take on this, and it's, the more I thought about it all day long, it really makes sense that everybody's going to have to take it in the butt for a minute, with the pocketbook and whatever, but they will just keep funding this out of some other source.
They're going to try.
Calling for the election. Yeah, for all the election stuff to be given up as an ultimatum. No, homie, don't play this. We can shut this whole thing down real easy, but then again, I think we're going to have to keep it open. It's going to be a tough decision here in the next few days, and I could just tell everybody, just
it's damned if you do and
it
damned
is.
if you don't.
And it's the lesser of two evils. But look, we can either have 20 million people suffer a little bit right now compared to have 20 million people dead in 5 years.
There you go. I'll take the little bit of suffering now.
It's just the way I look at it.
Shut it down.
Absolutely.
Shut it down.
And just, call your senators, call your congressmen, call your people, get active and get your squeaky wheel ungreased for the next couple of days.
There you go, baby.
Okay, you need to be making calls. We need to be in the streets. Anything you can do, make some serious noise because that's what's going to matter. That's what we always call for around here, and it's the only thing that actually gets shit done.
When we do it together.
And other than that, try to keep a smile on your face and give that shit away.
Yeah.
way, right?
Yeah, I always try to do that.
Even in the hardest times, brother.
of times.
Even in the hardest times, it's the most important
even
thing.
in the hardest time. Uncle Fatty,
Attitude of
thank you for
gratitude.
coming in, brother. I appreciate your words, and I appreciate
Much
your
love, you
wisdom,
guys.
brother. And I appreciate the fight you're
Always
in.
appreciate you guys.
All right.
Absolutely.
Take care of yourself.
Yeah,
And
it's
we'll
only
see you.
31 degrees up here today, so.
That damn near what we are down here. That's what. Jeez.
Oh, well, you know, you guys.
Except I'm not used to it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, yeah,
not
be
used
good,
to it
everybody.
at
Much
all.
love.
Much love to you,
You
brother.
don't
Take
even
care.
own a pair of long johns.
I do. I do.
Yeah.
I'm all day long.
Much love,
I
guys.
swear. I have them, and they're in my bedroom in there, and I didn't put them on today, and I just didn't. And all day long, I've been thinking I should have put them on. At any point of the day, I could have gone back there and put them on.
No.
But no, not me. I'm going to play hard ass and just.
No time like the present.
Yeah. Anyway, Uncle Fatty, take care of yourself.
Yeah.
I love you, brother. All right.
Love you guys. Be good. Much love, Blue
You bet.
Dots.
And Ultrafly,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in, brother. And I appreciate you being in this
I'm
fight.
happy to be here. Thank you for the opportunity.
You bet. You
Yes,
bet.
sir. Just one real quick note I'd like to add is we need our veterans. Hit up your www.vfw.com and find a post near you. See what they're talking about. Bring them on a protest if you can.
There you go. You'd be amazed at how many veterans stand up against this shit. A lot, baby.
Yes,
the
sir.
majority. The majority. Anyway, Ultrafly, take care of yourself.
You too, buddy.
And Lincoln. I love
Hey,
it, brother.
John.
You always bring something to the table. I appreciate that.
I appreciate you giving me a little time there to make my statement. So my final words, I guess, to everybody is looking at some interesting quotes here. Hate is only a form of love that hasn't found a way to express itself logically.
There
It is
you go.
easy to hate and it is difficult to love. All good things are difficult to achieve and bad things are very easy to get. And that's why we call this a fight.
There you go, baby. Wise words. Love always conquers. Love always wins, baby. It may take a while, but we do. Lincoln, thank you, brother. And let me see.
Take care, John, and fuck ICE.
And fuck ICE, indeed. And Jorge,
Yes, sir.
thank you, brother, for
You
coming
know,
in.
between YouTube and Facebook, we got about 600 people that are watching this right now. And if they'd all like, share, and subscribe, it would definitely do wonders for the page.
It would. It
Help-
would.
help
And all that's
support
right down
things.
there, as we always point out. Why is my camera all screwed up? It was pointed out to me earlier that my camera's messed up. So all day long, we've had a smaller picture or something. Something's not right there. Anyway, Jorge.
I went to my doctor's office the other day and I wore my Blue Dot T-shirt, and the nurse even complimented me on it. And so,
Outstanding. See there?
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
they sure look sharp.
I think they look pretty good.
They're available too. I don't have to.
There
be
you
the
say.
only
There you
guy
say. Where would
out
one
here
find
that
such
looks
fun?
as good?
Oh, man, I appreciate you so much. I appreciate
All
you. I love
right.
you. My love to
I
Nan.
love you, brother.
Take care of
keep your
yourself.
chin up, man, and everybody like, share, and subscribe. We'll
Thank you,
be
brother.
seeing you Tuesday.
We'll be here, brother. We'll be here. All right. And Lady Freedom rocks.
Yes.
Darling, thank you for coming in. We appreciate your voice.
Happy to be here.
Good deal.
And I
We'll
like
be
to
ba-
say, keep on rocking in the free world, Blue Dots.
There you go, Lady Freedom. There you go. Appreciate you, baby. And miss you, chick.
You too.
I'm here.
Yeah. Are you?
Sorry,
Good.
I was typing. Yeah.
Lordy, Lordy. Well, that was good. That was a good
Yeah.
show. It's just a hard topic.
And I'm reminded, even at the worst of times, it can bring out some of the best in people. And
Indeed.
there's been so many wonderful things that people have done in Minnesota. I know that there's a few church groups that have been keeping 24,000 families fed because they can't leave their homes. That's something. That's something right there.
It does.
So there are things that we can do. We can help each other. We can stand with each other.
That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
That we help each other, that we stand next to
It
each
is.
other to give assistance where it's needed.
Yep. And keep yelling out the truth. And, you know, there's another thing that we can do. We can be very vocal on the telephone,
Indeed.
email, postcards. Just keep blasting Washington, D.C. I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's your senator or someone else's senator that you don't like, or
Who cares?
maybe it's someone you
Go
do
down
like.
the whole
Remind
damn
them
list. Go down the
what
whole
it is
damn
that we
list.
want. Yeah,
Make sure they hear it
if
from
you've
all
got
of
the
us.
time, write everybody. And
Everybody.
then when you're done, turn around and start over and write them again.
There you go.
Keep writing them. Keep calling them.
Be a part
They
of
need
this.
to know that we are not happy with this. Yeah.
Change is
And the
coming.
other thing that you can do, like Jorge said, is like, share, and subscribe.
You can do
And
that right here.
we have people that like our stuff.
We love our likers. We love our likers. I do.
We do. And they're very brave. And we no longer call out their last names because we don't want to make a target of them.
Really.
But we had people like Ruby J in Missouri, Shalana L in Kansas, Jenny H in Iowa, Glenn H in Washington, Carrie F in Canada. We love Canada. Linval G in Washington, and Davey D in California. They all liked our
shit. And you could like our shit too. The button's right there, just reminding you one last time.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
We're likable shits, aren't we, John?
Yeah, aren't we? We're likable shits. That's us.
Yeah.
It's a good way to describe us. We're likable shit. So like this shit and share this shit. And I want to thank, first off, I want to thank everybody who sent me birthday wishes on Messenger. I got a ton of them. I haven't gotten to all of them. There's probably no less than 100, more than 100 messages I got from Blue Dot family members wishing me a happy birthday, and it was a rough one. I won't lie, it was a very rough one, for several reasons, but I'm another year older and deeper in debt, as the song goes. So, but I want to say a personal thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday, and I appreciate you all. Anyway.
I didn't do that yet.
You didn't?
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday. Thank you, baby.
Oh, there's another one.
I had my phone to come.
It was
and the dogs chiming in too.
The 52nd anniversary of my 21st birthday. So I'm yeah. But there's others blazing a trail in front of me, so I have nothing to worry about. I'm following a path. Anyway, I do. I'm very thankful to this family for so much. But remember why we're all here. Why we started this 10 years ago. Why we're still in this fight. It's not for our well-being. It's for the well-being of this country. For our fellow citizens, for our friends, our family. That's what this is all about. And until we get it back to normal, until we chase this demon out of our house with this ill brood of whatever you want to call these people, we will get back to normal. We will bring it back. But it's going to be a fight. And you need to be in it. Anyway. Here comes another week, baby, and there's no telling. Doesn't look like they're backing down. They're going to stand up and do their shit some more, so we're going to see things. And just be prepared. And use your voice. Be part of this, because it's history, baby. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for being here. I love you, Miss Chick. Thank you for everything you do. Mark, thank you for everything you're doing out there. We appreciate you. And
love you back, John.
thank you, baby. We
And
love you.
good night, Blue Dot family.
Good night, family. We'll see you on Tuesday.